I need a 30 for 30 to show that I'm different like Jordan and Pippen. I need a 30 for 30 like Jalen and Webber. Nobody gon' fuck on my click. I need a 30 for 30. All right, we can't get about this thing without talking some NBA. We've seen some great point guard play this season, which we've seen for the last few seasons now. You know, this I think the golden era of point guards and also the wingman right now. We're in the golden age of the old guys. So we've seen Steph go dumb in the month of April. Basically, if he didn't have a 50, 40, 90 April, he was damn near there. Just go ignorant. I think he might have averaged like 37 for the month of April or something like that.
Yes.
You got Russ on pace. My boy Russ on pace to average another triple-double.
Overrated.
Damn.
Underrated. CP3. The latest power rankings I've seen, I think from NBA.com, got him in the mix for MVP now. And his Suns have the #1 seed in the West. So my question is, who has had the best individual season? Steph, Russ, or CP3? T, we're going to start with you on this one.
In terms of what?
But your criteria.
I'm gonna take Steph. I'm gonna take Steph. And I'm gonna take Steph because
this one I already know.
He looks, and we just talking individual. We said individual. So, and I know he's like first or second in points right now. But I'll be honest with you. Of all the Steph I've watched from the years when they were just, you know, it was him and was it Monte? Was it him and Monte back in the G? Mm-hmm. And then there was the old Warrior uniforms, and they were talking about the frail ankles and all that. To MVP Steph, unanimous MVP, transcendent talent, etc., etc. This Steph right here is different than all the other Steph ball I've seen. I think he has put on some muscle. I think he has continued to work on his cardio. I mean, he's 33 years old. And stuff I've seen him do, I know we've seen a lot of great things. So it's kind of like you can fall into the whole idea of, what is this Steph? But what he's doing this year, we want to talk individually, is ridiculous to me. It's just ridiculous. I sometimes ask myself while we were sitting here talking about you introing this in, was I'm trying to remember the last time I watched him miss a shot while watching the game. While like seriously, like paying attention, watching the game, besides the fact my son is around me and, you know, he's all over me and stuff. And I look up and I go, oh man, Steph missed that. Usually when I look up and I watch Steph shoot a ball, it's going in. That's just what I'm saying. He's been just ridiculous. Now, I'm sure he won't be MVP. I'm pretty sure of that. Pretty damn sure of that.
He better not be.
I would love to see more consideration for CP3 because I think we have diluted the one word that matters in the NBA, and that's leadership. We've diluted that. And what Chris Paul is a leader. It don't make a shit where you put him. He gonna win. Now, if he had any type of trio around him, like say he was with the Heat with Wade and Bron, what you think that looked like? Or say he was with the Nets right now with KD and James Harden, if they was to get along, what you think that hit like? This man just walked in the room with Devin Booker, who I would say is on his way. I ain't gonna say he's arrived, but I'm gonna say he's still on his way. I think there's still some things he needs to work on with his game. And this man walked in the door with him, Monty Williams, who I definitely respect as a coach, and you said number one in the West.
Number one.
Who said they were going to be number one in the West come this point in the year? Nobody. So
Sound like you making the case for CP3
no,
then,
I'm
T.
just putting respect where it needs to be, because CP3 has always been, for some reason, it just seems like don't nobody look at what this man has done. I think I wish I'd have kept the stat, but this man ain't had a losing season in a minute. He ain't had a losing season in a minute. This man wins where he goes. Now, we got people in the clique that like to water him down, want to turn him into diluted Kool-Aid and everything, and I get it.
Who are that, T?
I ain't gonna say no name. They know who they are.
No,
They
put a
know
name,
who they are. They know who
put a
they are.
name
They know who
on
they
it.
are. They know
Ain't
who they
nobody
are.
finna say Jason Clay.
They grown.
Ain't nobody about to say it.
They grown. They know who they is. But at the end of the day, though, I'm gonna take Steph. Because I've just never seen this Steph before. I ain't seen this Steph. I know I've been a little hard on Russ, but I do respect what Russ is doing now, because Russ is doing what Russ should be doing. Now, what Russ should not be doing, that's jacking up threes. Go to the cup, set your guys up, etc. If Russ do that, maybe they do beat Golden State when they was up 3-1. Maybe they do. But I'm gonna take Steph, because I just really do think this dude has just been on some other shit right now. I just think he's just on some other.
Okay. JoJo, who you got best individual season, and why is it Steph? Because I know what you're going with. Because I know this motherfucker was shooting from the timeline before it was sexy right here. Mr. Joseph Forbes.
Oh man. I want to start out by talking about Russ. I think we don't value the triple doubles like we should, because he has done it so much. But the thing is, what other player is doing it, right? So I think that's great in itself. But when I looked at his numbers, 22 points, 11 assists, 11 rebounds, field goal percentage, 43%, 3-point percentage, 30, free throw percentage, 64%. And the Wizards, they're fighting right now for a play-in game.
They're fighting Wales.
They fighting.
The Warriors fighting too.
Both of them yours.
So I just wanted to really give him his props.
Low blow.
I want to give him his props because I'm not picking him. Then I'm gonna go Steph. 31 points, 6 assists, 6 rebounds. Field goal percentage, 49%. 3-point percentage, 43%. Free throw percentage, 92. He's close to doing the 50, 40, 90. And if he does, this will be his second time. It's only been 8 people to do it. And one of them is a WNBA player, Delhi. Shout out to the WNBA.
Yes, sir.
And I just mentioned Steph second because I'm not choosing him either. It's Chris Paul. When I say his stats, people are gonna be like, "What? Like that's not amazing." 16 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds. But guess what? Field goal percentage, 49%. 3-point percentage, 38. Free throw percentage, 93. His individual stats has vaulted the Suns to the number 1 seed in the West. Like that's amazing. And to know that Steve Nash, with a stat line of 16 points, 12 assists, 19 points, 11 assists, actually won MVP. Like that kind of solidified it for me to say, I think Chris Paul is having a better individual season because his individual statistics translated into team success. His team is not in the play-in, fighting for a playoff spot or a play-in game, sitting number 1. Like, Utah had a nice lead, a nice little cushion. The Suns done walked them down, and they just beat them. Was it last night or the night before?
Yeah, last night I think it was.
I got CP3. How you like that, Clay?
Stanley, who you got, man? Steph, Russ, or CP3?
First of all, I'm gonna go who I don't have with Russ. I don't. If it was one player, a couple players in the NBA that I would pay money, go out of my way to travel to go see it, one of them is Russ, because I just love the way, I love his passion, love the way he plays the game. I know he's gonna give me everything he has, and he's been playing well at the end, towards the end of the season, because I really do believe that he was hurt at the beginning of the season. I know he didn't make the All-Star team and all that because at the beginning of the season, I believe he was banged up a little bit. Trying to get back into it, because he did have COVID at the end of last year, and we don't know how that's going to affect people going forward, their stamina and all that other stuff. So I think he's getting back to 100%. He's got bigger, same thing as this next dude I'm finna talk about, and I just think he's been playing really well. Next up, I'm gonna go Steph, who I don't have, but he's been playing awesome. He's gotten bigger, just like TJ said, and been playing really well, coming on strong at the end of the season. But he's missed a couple games throughout the season. His team is fighting for a play-in spot. So winning matters, man. Winning matters in this league. And for you want to go with the top individual player this year, it's got to be CP3, man. CP3, we don't put enough respect on him. What he did last year with OKC, going and taking that team to the playoffs and taking Houston down to the 7 game. We don't put enough respect on what that man is doing, man, and what he's been contributing to the NBA and playing the point guard position as a point guard, setting these guys up, being a leader on the floor, being a game manager, and all that other stuff, man. And whatever comes with that position, he really hones in on that. So CP3 is who I got.
I gotta respect that. So you already said CP3. So I really ain't even gotta speak for CP3. What I'm gonna do is speak out on something. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna speak out on something. And this is another one of those rare occasions. Well, I'm gonna give myself goddamn the big screen over here. I usually don't do this to shout outs, but because of Aaron Rodgers' situation, Green Bay doing they fuck shit, and now with this, I feel like I gotta give myself this before shout outs. It is utterly disrespectful for folks to be sitting up here talking about Steph Curry deserves MVP. I'm watching the goddamn SWAC championship, and I hear this commentator on the SWAC championship say for her, Steph Curry the MVP of the fucking league. This motherfucker in 10th place in the West. This motherfucker in 10th place in the West. 10th.
Ninth. Currently ninth.
Ninth and moved up to ninth?
Ninth.
They moved up to ninth. Okay.
Ninth.
Okay. Ninth place in the West. That's trash. That is trash. Now, I know what it is. Threes are sexy. Chicks dig the long ball. I get it. He a yellow boy. I'm a fellow yellow boy. America, if America likes any black person, they tend to like the yellow boys. Okay, I get it. He write Bible scriptures on his goddamn sneakers. I get it. His wife can air fry chicken, as my brother Tim G. Jacobs said. I get it. But this is the game of basketball. Unlike football, when Tom Brady, for all these years, he go sit his ass down while his defense do their thing. Unlike baseball, where you have the great pitcher Roger Clemens up there doing his thing, and he depend on his hitters to do their thing offensively. Basketball motherfuckers go 2 ways. And nobody wants to focus on the other end of the flow when it comes to Steph Curry. Steph Curry out of his own mouth say he played defense half the time. That's what Steph Curry said. In the playoffs, Steph Curry, coach Steve Kerr, once said to that he need to talk to Steph's parents to see if they can get him to stop fouling so damn much. Why? Because they were hunting his motherfucking ass. The offense hunts Steph Curry. This year, he ain't averaging the 2 steals that he averaged in his unanimous MVP season. He averaging only 1. When you ain't got to do shit. These motherfuckers, Joe, how many points motherfuckers gave up tonight? 152 points?
152.
And who was that scored 152?
That was
Indiana Pacers. Indiana
Pacers.
The fucking
They were playing the Thunder.
The goddamn Indiana Pacers just scored 152 points. We ain't talking about the Brooklyn Nets. The Indiana Pacers scored 152 points.
With the best defending of all time on the team.
That what they, hey, and Steph got the best defender all time on his team. They let him tell it. He got the GOAT defender on his team. So Steph is the GOAT shooter. Draymond is the GOAT defender. Steve Curry, let them tell it, is a Hall of Fame coach. Kelly Oubre was averaging, 17 where he came from.
Yeah.
Andrew Wiggins is the former #1 pick. And
we don't give him no credit.
They the 9th seed. Why? Because T mentioned leadership. If Steph was one of these motherfuckers like a Kobe Bean Bryant, like a Michael Jeffrey Jordan, and I'm going to hold him to that standard because everybody calling him the most revolutionary player since Wilt. That's what I'm hearing. Those type of leaders got up in they motherfucking teammates' asses and got the best out of them. I watched Kobe Bean Bryant get everything he could get out of Lamar Odom. I watched him do that. Trevor Ariza, Pau Gasol, Ron Artest, a.k.a. Metta World Peace. Got to respect it. The man want to change his name, you got to call the man whatever he want to be called.
Smush Park.
So you ain't got to do that. You ain't got to traumatize. Don't you see me going through enough with the Packers, Joseph?
Andrew Bynum?
Don't you see? Andrew Bynum, another one. Got everything he can get out them boys. Of course, I watched Michael Jordan take a guy from Central Arkansas and groom him to be a fucking Hall of Famer. Take a crazy-ass motherfucking Dennis Rodman, who was past his prime. He won his Defensive Player of the Years, in Detroit. Went to San Antonio, started dyeing his hair and going crazy and shit. Dave Robinson couldn't do shit with him. But he'd get over there with the Bulls and win 3 more ships. Because he had a motherfucker on his ass. But I'm supposed to believe Steph Curry is that shit. When he got all this shit, he missing Clay. He missing one motherfucker. And now he 9. And yes, America, I did pick them to be 2. I picked them to be 2, and that's part of the reason why I'm fucking hot. Because they got me looking crazy out here in these streets.
I don't like that.
They got me looking a fool out here in these streets.
I think you're being too hard on them, though.
I am not, Joseph. I am not.
You know, I'm going to tell you why.
Okay, talk to me, Joe.
Okay.
Talk to me. Why am I being too hard on Wardell, Stephen Curry?
Who's his second best offensive player?
Oubre or Wiggins? Oubre or Wiggins? One of them two.
Who? And that both of them have been wildly inconsistent.
Okay. Who does that go back? Who the playmaker?
Well, I mean, you could pass on the ball, but that don't mean they're gonna make the shot.
Him and Draymond, the playmakers. They got to put them in position.
Like, do you understand that Steph go in every night where teams are saying, that's who we got to stop, and he's still doing this?
That's what Kobe and Mike went through. Kobe and Mike went through that while still playing first team all defense.
Okay.
Steph is a defensive liability. And that's why my answer is CP3. I didn't give my answer.
Okay.
CP3 is my answer. That's why he's my answer. He's the two-way guy. He's not a defensive liability. I was watching the game the other day. He got a big switched on him. They went to him in the post, and he still defended his position at 6 feet tall. People be giving Steph Curry the okay with his defensive liabilities but he's 6'3".
Okay,
6 feet tall. Why is he not doing it?
Did Dale Curry stick D?
Probably not, but ain't nobody have him in no GOAT talk. Ain't nobody call him the folks are calling this man the greatest point guard ever over Magic Johnson.
There's a lot that's gonna say that. A lot gonna say that.
Just last week, right? We had this discussion. Well, that's when we had the technical difficulty.
Yeah, we had the technical difficulty. So I had this on my heart for a couple weeks.
Yeah, I know. I can hear it. I hear it.
I'm glad.
I hear it a couple weeks on your heart. I hear all of it.
It's been there, right there.
Steph Curry, as a team, they have 5 guys that's averaging double figures wells. One of the guys is out for the season, and that's Wiseman.
Steph
So you
more
wait a minute. Wait a
okay,
minute.
go ahead.
And now we're talking about you have Draymond Green, who says he's the best defender ever.
That what he
right?
say?
He's averaging a triple single. like literally, Steph has absolutely nothing. When the Warriors was great, he had Clay, and they actually had a bench. He has none of that now. Like none of that. Oubre is not the guy he was last year.
Why not?
Wiggins,
He don't fit.
Whoa, why not?
He don't fit.
The system don't fit.
He does not fit that system.
Well,
he's not a shooter like that.
I think he's just a freelance guy that you get him out, you get him on the break, or you get him in opportunities where he can slash. That's him. But if you ask him to play a system, he's not the guy.
Wiggins and Oubre is like the same guy.
So y'all telling me I'm supposed to think that a top 5 point guard of all time can't take those slashers.
Here's what
set them up. He's not setting guys up. All he tried to do is shoot threes.
Here's what here's the thing.
That's his game.
I think
he can pass the ball. Y'all know he got ability.
No. I'm saying that's not what he's known for.
But he should have saw this year without Clay, with this roster, I need to adjust my shit, and he didn't do that.
But they're not. Did you watch the game when they? No, you didn't get to watch it. When I text you when they was playing the Mavericks. Mm-hmm. Literally, if Steph didn't score, they were not scoring.
Okay, is this the game where they got blown out by 30?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Did he stop somebody? See, I watched the game doing my Michael Jordan in the Michael Jordan research project. I'm watching the Knicks series, Eastern Conference Finals, 1993. He had a horrific. This is the worst I ever seen Mike play offensively. He was like 3 of 18 or something.
Okay.
He still dominated the game. Why? Because he played clamp defense. He had like 11 assists, like 8 boards. What else is Steph bringing to the table other than scoring the ball?
So basically, what you're saying is, it's not just this year. Even the past years when they were slurping him, they shouldn't have, because Steph has never been a defender ever.
That's what I'm saying. This year, I used to respect him for getting in the passing lanes and leading. He led the league in steals.
He dropped 1 steal. He down 1 steal, Wells.
That's big.
What if I say this?
If he down 1 steal, I mean, he probably down in the deflection.
No. What if I say this? What if I say that because he was top in the league in steals, they making sure as far as passing lanes, they don't throw to his side. He's Dion. He's Dion. They won't throw to his side.
Lord have mercy. I knew that. I think it's what he said out his own mouth to CP3. He said, I only play defense half the time. And when your top dog says that, your ass got problems.
Shaq said I make them when they count.
Shaq said that, but Shaq only won ships when he had maniacal motherfuckers with him like Kobe Bean Bryant and Dwayne Wade.
God bless the dead.
That's it.
God bless the dead. Kobe even took off a series, though. A game to prove a point.
And I snapped on Kobe about that shit. That was some fuck shit that Bean did against the Phoenix Suns. That's one of them things that when I get to Kobe I'm going Mike, then I'm going Kobe.
Right.
That's going to be a series that I struggle to watch. And again, Joseph, I don't understand why you're doing this to me. You know what I'm going through with the Packer trauma right now.
Right.
And you done brought up Smush Parker. Now you're bringing up the Kobe, I don't want to shoot game. Why are you doing this to me? What have I done to you, Joseph?
What I'm saying is there is no player that's perfect.
That's Michael Jordan.
No. And what I'm saying is we can't ask somebody to be something that they have never been.
He never was that.
Okay, but I can say that he ain't having the best individual season when all he doing is scoring the ball in a league that don't play no defense. He just jacking up a bunch of threes.
Hold on. Wait. So tell me who is having a better statistically who is having a better season this year?
Bill right there with him in scoring. And both of them struggling to win.
Do Bill play defense?
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna be on his.
Okay. Give me somebody. Okay, statistically, give me somebody that's better than Steph, but they actually do play defense.
Oh, we can go down the line with that. You go Giannis, of course. Giannis play both ends of the floor. LeBron is not a defense. LeBron is not a defensive liability when he's healthy.
No. But I'm talking about now, like currently, right now.
Embiid is not a defensive liability. And he going to get 30. These boys playing both ends.
Embiid done miss games though.
He missed games. Okay, Steph didn't miss games.
Now Giannis, you brought up Giannis. Are you talking about the same Giannis that allowed Jimmy to do what he did last year and said, "I didn't guard him because my coach didn't tell me to"?
And
is that the Giannis?
We've talked about that before. Giannis ain't got that. I've seen players like Kobe, like a Jordan, tell their coach, tell Phil Jackson, "Fuck what you talking about, I ain't switching." Giannis ain't got that kind of mindset, but Giannis is not a defensive liability. Steph is a defensive liability.
He's not. But here's my thing. Steph just came out and told you. He ain't teased with you. You said you don't like to be teased, right? He didn't tease you. He said, "Look, you know why I'm garbage at defense? Because I don't play defense." Unlike Giannis, who wants to win Defensive Player of the Year, but then you got this guy going off, and then you won't guard him. You teasing it. Stop doing that. Only my wife can do that. Don't do that.
I'd rather have a motherfucker that's not a defensive liability. That's what I'd rather have.
But he ain't played no
defense. How many chips he got?
Give him Clay and Draymond and KD and stuff.
He ain't played no defense. He ain't played no defense since Davidson.
Steph won one without KD now.
With Clay and Draymond and the great bench you just spoke.
Okay. Right. He don't have that right now.
Okay, so that's why obviously this season has shown how valuable Clay is by default. That's what it's shown. It's shown how valuable Clay is.
He doesn't have that nor the bench. You can't name me one of their bench players.
That has shown. But I've said he got Oubre, who averaged 17 a game at his
not averaging that now.
Why not?
Last year.
Why not? When you got this guy, why is he not setting him up? Because he's hawking down a tray ball attempt. Instead of trying to set this boy up, he's trying to launch it.
Hold on, T. Because Will's not going to be the only one on here hot. Because I just realized all this stuff I'm saying, you over here got me defending the Warriors. And I don't like that.
You defended it because you like the way Steph played, because that's how you played.
Whoa, I play defense.
You played defense, but you were so jacking that thing. You would shoot that thing from 25 feet like it wasn't
the ability.
See there?
Can I offer you a scouting report about Steph Curry?
Okay.
Man, I offer you that.
Go ahead.
All right, I'm just gonna read you the weaknesses. What they said he was coming out of Davidson.
Okay.
All right, you ready? Here we go. All right, now I want you to open your books too. No, I'm just playing.
Your favorite book, Facebook.
Far below NBA standard in regards to explosiveness and athleticism. Extremely small for the NBA shooting guard position because they were thinking he was a shooting guard.
That's what he is.
And it will likely keep him from being much of a defender at the next level. Although he's playing point guard this year, he's not a natural point guard that can run an NBA team. Struggles defensively getting around screens. Can overshoot, rush into shots from time to time. Has had to deal with getting benched for poor shooting. Doesn't like when defenses are too physical with him. Not a great finisher around the basket due to his size and physical attributes. Makes some silly mistakes at the point guard position. Needs to add some muscle to the upper body, but appears as though he'll always be skinny. That's what they said about Steph coming out.
Okay, now, so what you trying to tell me with that, T?
What I'm trying to tell you is this man ain't never locked down nobody. Ain't gonna ever lock down nobody. His daddy didn't. He ain't gonna do it. He had bad ankles. His ankle. You need ankles to play defense. He didn't have them.
That boy just don't want to do it. If that motherfucker sit up here and dance on me like that, he can stick some damn defense.
I don't think.
And y'all know, y'all letting that boy make it.
Well, then James Harden can do it.
That's right. We don't let him make it. Don't put it on something either.
What about Russ?
Russ is not a defensive liability. He ain't made no all defensive team to my knowledge. I had to double check myself on
He
that.
never did.
He ain't never made. But I wouldn't say Russ competes now. Russ competes. CP3 is the best defender we got right here. And we're going to rank these defenders. It's going to go CP3, Russ, and Steph.
No doubt.
That's off top.
No doubt.
And Russ finna lead the league in assists for another year. Like, we don't even say he one of the best passers, even though he about to lead the league in assists for like the third time. It's that trade ball that's so sexy and that making these women.
You know what I hear? You know what I hear, Joe? I hear a mid-range guy.
I got that tray ball.
He didn't have that tray ball back in the gap. Now he might have gotten it better.
That's because I was jumping too high. You been out there and saw me at Belma Jackson on that shoe machine. You saw me. I'm shooting nothing but tray ball. That's it.
I'm gonna tell you what I don't like. I just don't like the light on light crime.
Says that bullshit. America, he is a colorist. This is a colorist right here. Let me spotlight it because the black community needs to know about this. This is a colorist right here, and it needs to be stopped.
You just called me a color.
A colorist. You heard what I said, motherfucker. America, we want y'all to chime in. Y'all tell us who y'all think has had the best individual season. I got CP3. Let's make sure we got the rundown. I got CP3. T, who you got?
I got Steph.
You got Steph. Stanley, who you got?
CP3.
CP3. And JoJo, who you got?
CP3.
The whole time. That's what I was.
That's the part I was waiting on you to catch.
Because I was over here snapping on one of these bitches that goddamn try to be disrespectful on them motherfuckers. You know what I'm talking about? But on my phone, America, y'all didn't know what was going on. I be having to deal with some of these trolls over here. But so I missed that.
Because you went on the tangent. Because you kind of no.
You done ran my blood pressure up for nothing.
No, you veered over into the topic that we tried to do last week about Steph being the MVP.
This shall be talking.
And you ran me hot.
Put it on something. Y'all tell us how y'all feel.
My kids wanted me to tell y'all to make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me across all social media platforms, like the videos, and share them. Did I forget anything?
And turn on the post notifications.
Y'all heard them. And also, visit Statement Tees, LLC.com and shop with us. That's Statement Tees. Every t-shirt you wear
makes a statement.